slum dwellers through some online crowdfunding platform. Then she says, Nupur, I'm collecting the money for farmers. Then she says, I'm going to do relief work in Bihar, in Maharashtra and in Assam. Finally, Ishkaran, she says, I am now going to help COVID-impacted people in 2021. So whenever there are people who are in crisis, here comes Rana Ayyub. I want to collect money from them. Good. But what happens with the money? Is the question we want to know. If you take 100 rupees, use 10 rupees in the name of charity, tweet about it 1,000 times, what happens to the rest of the 90% of the money? In this case, it appears, Nupur, a lot of that money was going into some fixed deposits in her own name.
Yes.
She's collecting the money for COVID-impacted people and she's starting a 50 lakh rupee fixed deposit in this bank, that bank. What's going on? You've gone through the case. Nupur, please open the debate. Renu Mittal, Syed Asad Abbas, Kapil Madan, Tausif Rahman on one side. Vikas Pandey, Ishkaran, Sanju Verma and Nupur on the other. Nupur opening. Yeah, Nupur, the editor of Op India.
Thanks, Arnab. So, interestingly, there was a 50 lakh fixed deposit in her father's account. And the reason Rana Ayyub gave was that she wanted to build a hospital. But because of the government hounding, the NGOs backed out. And therefore, her bank manager suggested to her that since it's such a noble cause, she should put the 50 lakh in fixed deposit in her father's name, in a personal account in her father's name, so that the money can keep earning interest. And someday, when...
Now, interestingly, when you do a fundraiser, you state the reason explicitly. In this case, it was to help COVID, the poor people and the farmers who were impacted by COVID. And in that process, the fact that she wanted to build a hospital at some later date in the future
was never mentioned. And that money was then put in a fixed deposit in her father's name. There was other amounts which was deposited in her sister's name, who is in Dubai. When ED summoned her sister, she said that, I'm sorry, I'm in Dubai. My husband is unwell. There are travel restrictions because of COVID. And therefore, she cannot appear for questioning. Further, what is even more interesting is that she claimed to the ED that she had not received foreign funding at all. But the details given by Keto to the ED clearly explains that she got over 85, almost 85, 86 lakh in foreign funding. As a journalist, she has no right to accept foreign funding without prior permission. And this was completely missed. When income tax did an assessment, they said only about, 28 lakh or something from that entire over 2.5 crore that she had collected over a span of 3 campaigns. Only about 28 lakh or so was used for relief, and all the other money was kept idle, either in her personal account or her father's personal account or her sister's personal account. She had parked that money and not even utilized it. In fact, I forget the amount, but somewhere to the tune of maybe 15 crores or upwards, 17 lakhs.
This is so sad.
Was used for personal expenses. Personal expenses. This is mentioned by the Enforcement Directorate in their attachment order. In fact, she told the authorities that, hey, look, I'm an extremely nice person. I even donated to PM Cares and the CM Relief Fund. The ED found that this was an afterthought because the Income Tax Department and the Enforcement Directorate had launched an investigation in Candy. And therefore, it was an afterthought to sort of put that amount in the PM Cares fund.
This is fascinating.
Fund, because the ED said...
So after, one minute. So you're saying, look how smart this is. Look how smart this is. This is exceptionally amusing. Exceptionally amusing.
Yeah.
Interesting way, right, to help the people. Renu?
So the ED actually
put up FD somewhere,
if people
use some of it to go to Goa. You know,
if people wanted to donate to PM Cares, they don't need to donate to Rana, Ayyub. They can just donate to PM Cares directly. So why?
No. The question is, Renu Mittal is on the debate. Sanju's wanting to come in.
Give me a few minutes. I'll just
Here
tell
goes
you. Look,
Renu. Yeah.
You're addressing me. Are you?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah. You see, the point is that this seems to be such
without
a nicely wrapped, wonderful conspiracy that has been hatched by the ED and the various agencies of the government. Now, Rana Ayyub is a journalist who has written a book on Gujarat. Okay, the anatomy of a cover-up. She is on the target of the Modi government and the BJP. She knows that she is under scrutiny all the time. She has been working as
Oh God!
Please,
So the Modi government put money in her account.
You see,
No. So the Modi government put money in her account.
No.
And the Modi government forced her to put money in a personal fixed deposit.
How do you know the money is that same money?
What are you saying?
No, Arnab.
What is she
Arnab, if you
saying?
made up your
Oh
mind, why are you
my
having
God.
this discussion?
Have you
Let's
seen
talk
the
facts.
documents?
The fact
This is so scandalous.
There is no my God about it.
You are
The
defending
fact
the
is that
indefensible
this
with a
government
straight
has
face
been
tonight,
getting
Renu.
The investigative,
You shouldn't do this.
Investigative agencies onto various people, whether it's
May I?
civil society, whether it's politicians.
Oh God,
whether
who's
it's
going to...